where you pleasing you. We too busy looking at others, and right now, when you come on these speed lines, the only person that I point your eyes to is you. How do I do that? Because I have this technique that I use to make you ground yourself. When you ground yourself, you become yourself, exercising self-control. Once you operating with self-control, you no longer fear going down this journey called life, worrying about losing control or being out of control, because the end result is being remote controlled by circumstances, remote controlled by bills, remote controlled by having barely enough, right? We supposed to have more than enough, but for some reason we done got comfortable moving away from the norm. We are about to shift and we're about to go to a different place, but you have to allow me this opportunity to get you what you need, right? If you are a believer, you ain't got to believe in God. At least believe that you need to be in a better place. Believe that there's another level to your life. That's all you need right there. You don't need nothing else but to understand that there's another level to your life and where you going. But if you done got trapped and you don't even think about another level, you want more out of somebody else than you want for yourself, you trapped. That means you disabled everything that's around you. Remember, if you don't know your power, you have no power, and you done got comfortable, and now you're stuck. And I have to come and try to assist you and unstick you so you can get over to the other side. Once you get back on the track, then it's on you, because it's going to start moving supernaturally. What is Invisible Crown? This coaching firm is all about. It's about people that have supernatural gifts operating in the natural realm. Some of you, we are in the natural realm, but you have supernatural gifts, supernatural power. We believe that we can move some mountains. What is mountains? I ain't talking about Rocky Mountain or Stony Mountains. I'm not talking about those type of mountains. I'm talking about the things that you think you can't get past. The things you think, I ain't gonna never be a millionaire. Says who? You train to be one first, then you become one. You find the house you want, then the money shows up. You look at the situation. How do some of us have bad credit? Because we got shot. You gotta see Victor for that. Because at the end of the day, he was sent to help restore you. But I believe you don't restore nobody till you first own up to how you got here. Ain't nobody keep using your credit. How people steal your credit, use your credit, and mess you up, but you don't know how to use your own credit. What is credit? Credibility, that's your name. When your name is on the line, you can't play with your name, especially at this point. If the Lord gonna do something for you, that's what I just said. You're gonna have to make sure that you protect your name, because you got a lot riding on this. He will disable you, disarm you, and leave you in a sunken place just because you didn't represent him the proper way. We talked about this Monday. Some of us was in an exile place. Some of us is in a dark place. Some of us is busted. We left there. How did we get here? God brought us here. If he created us and he allowed the motor to knock, and you didn't go change your oil in your car, then you are responsible for not changing the oil in the motor, and the motor locked up on you, and you need a new engine. You got a car, but you ain't got no motor, meaning you ain't going nowhere. Some of us, we got the car, you got the shell, but your heart is so damaged. You done took so many hits because you wanted to date, and you dated so prematurely that you don't even understand what a true friendship is. Some of us, all we got to do is be friends. You be friends, you can learn so much about yourself, but what we want a title. Well, guess what? I'll give you a title. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this right here. You guys, we really got to get focused right now, because coming up, this is the grand finale. You got to understand, in 2020, everything that's been going on, we'll be fasting on the 1st, but we'll talk about that next week, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, and July now, it has to be a grand finale. But if you ain't getting ready, this grand finale will take you out for real. This got to be your best foot forward. This got to be you hitting your own reset button, gutting your own self. This ain't the time to raise up. This the time to sit down. Sit down in that pit. Sit down in that tough spot you in. You in heartbreak? Sit in it. You in a bad situation? Sit in it. You in confusion? Sit in it. Misunderstanding? Sit in it. Don't you move. Sit in it. Don't you, if somebody kicked you out, put you down, if somebody disconnected from you, left you there, abandoned by yourself, sit your tail right there. Don't you move. Because God got to send somebody to come and get you. He got to send the angels. But if you get up trying to chase what just done left you, if you get up trying to run after something, you running after the enemy right there. The enemy time is up. It's about to be the grand finale. But if you mess this thing up, it's only because you didn't let God build you back up so that you can walk the way that you thought you should walk. You see, people thought that you left, that you died. People thought that it was over for you. Somehow you keep reinventing yourself. Somehow you keep healing yourself. Automatically, only thing ain't healed is your mind. But today, AJ gonna help you unlearn what it is you thought you knew. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't know what you don't know. But let's focus on the things you do know. If you do know something, then try to understand what it is you know. Stop right there. I'll repeat. The things you do know, at least you can explain it. Some of us can't. Because you ain't spent no time on understanding. Focus on what you know, and then you can explain it by you because you understand it. You see, some people ain't gonna understand you, and you keep chasing after the people that ain't gonna understand you. They not meant to understand you. They know you, but they need to know that there's a new you, and that's why you have to depart from them. Everybody has an exit point. Today, it's a lot of people got to exit out of your life. It's a lot of situations we have to exit out of. And the only way we're going to exit out of it is to first hold your position and don't move. I'm on page 84 in my book, you guys. Let's go. It says, people have the natural tendency to stick to the familiar in life and avoid situations that makes them uncomfortable. This is how most people end up in a rut, ultimately subconsciously end up staying there, right? Left behind. They believe in sticking to the bargain and overlooking happiness. Happiness is a choice. You have to make that choice. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a path. It is not a destination. You have to choose happiness every day, not for somebody else, but for yourself. It's an inside job. It's nobody's responsibility to make you happy. It ain't nobody's responsibility. I feel like I ain't in love. You absolutely right, because you lost your principles. You lost your grounding. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I didn't make you love me in the first place. When you changed, I didn't change. You didn't change with the season. There's a book called The 5 Love Languages, right? I love this book, The 5 Love Languages. Basically, it talks about the touch. It talks about acts of services. It talks about gifts. It talks about words of affirmation. And it talks about time. And it's basically saying you need a primary love language, right? To understand somebody's method of communication. You get a primary and you get a secondary. That means you can understand somebody's love language because it's your language. So if you speak French and I only speak English and French, that means I can speak your language in French, but you can't speak back to me in English. That means we can connect on one level, but we can't connect on another level. Sound like some of the relationships you in right now. You see, I can connect, but see, I learned all the love languages. I can buy gifts because I got money. I love gifts. You get what I mean? But I also like acts of services. That means nobody got to tell me to do something. I act in people's lives just because. I help people because I got a helping heart. Not only that, I like people that has a genuine heart too, that say, AJ, I got you. I take care of that for you. That's what I like. That's acts of services. Now, this time thing, that's something different because I believe that God is the creator of time. But somehow people be like, you need time. Time to do what? Take your time and build you a business so you can fix that financial situation. But some people want you to commit into the wrong thing because they ain't committed into the right thing. Commit into the things that's going to make you better and hope that what makes you better can make everybody else better around you. You see, when I go to a next level, when Victor goes to a next level, and a lot of my other entrepreneurs on this feed line, Tracy Strickland, goes to another level, we take people to another level with us because we can be trusted on another level because we do it for the bigger picture, while so many people are doing it just for a picture. They want to get in a picture. They need attention. I don't need no attention. At the end of the day, I can care less if you see me or not. Trust and believe me, because I got bigger, better, greater on my mind. And until I'm able to help those that are around me, I got to stay on the front line and I got work to do. Then you have the other love language, which is touch. Don't think touch is just feeling on your booty and rubbing on. That's not touch. Touch is when somebody can touch you with the things that they do. Touch you with the present. When they come around, they revive you. You see, we got too many people around you that you You give them energy, but they don't give you nothing. You see, you can't keep giving out your energy and then you can't find your source for energy. That's the problem. You got to mark people that when you are around them, they bring the best out of you. But the question is, who bring the best out of them? That's what they need to know. Because you can't be around here and don't serve no purpose. That's why I want to stop right here. Some of us, we have a purpose, but you ain't got no passion. Your passion is the gasoline for the purpose. And for all these other Thundercats, these Cougarettes, or all these other young riders that believe they still got to walk in a switch or whatever, you got passion, but you ain't got purpose. You got a lot of energy, but it ain't directed in the right area because you ain't trained properly. How you gonna have gas? You got gas cans, but you don't own no car. Where you put your gas at? There has to be a purpose. How you getting in the car, got the GPS on, and don't have no directions of where you going? That's where we at right now. So you see a lot of people right now in these particular areas. So you gotta watch this and be careful. I'm just speaking about it and I'm just getting it out there, okay? I'm on page 84 in my book. Make sure you get the book. It's on Amazon, or you can visit my website. Make sure you share this feed. You guys, I hope y'all enjoying this. Before we get ready and take our way and try to make it to this invisible executive table, we doing good on time. Page 84 at the bottom. Think outside the box. Ain't that something? How can you think outside the box? Let me tell you why most people can't think outside the box, Victor. It's because they never saw themselves in the box. First off, for all my people that's in the box, won't you learn to master the box? If you in here, before trying to get out of something, you can't put me in the box, nigga, cause... Yeah. God say calm down. Charge that to me. People that's in the box, we have to first master the box. There's nothing wrong with being in the box. The problem is we so busy want to live like everybody else that we haven't mastered true self. We haven't mastered the box, the four corners, the four walls. We have not mastered that. So trust me, the box provides you with safety. That's your parameters. You got one on the right, one on the left, a wall in the front, wall in the back. Once you understand that, then he removes you and say, get out the box, because now you're ready to go take more land. Some of us, we operate outside the box. So that means you see everything, but you don't have no goals, no principles, no laws. You don't follow nothing, right? And you believe just because somebody telling you what time you gonna be home or whatever the case may be, you can't eat everything you put in your mouth. You have to have some type of rules, right? Thinking outside the box is really the normal way of thinking for life. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Thinking outside the box, because first off, you got to be inside the box. Once you master the box, thinking outside the box is it's a normal way of life. It's normal. Some people done messed it up and got us scared to live beyond what it is. Like, I don't need all that. Shut up. Yes, you do. You just ain't had all that. But if you get it, you'll go further. But they gonna mess it up because they can't go no further, right? $1 million conversations. We have to fix the things that makes us valuable in the things we participate in. One of the things is effective communication.